It's the most exciting movie of the year, and it's only a trailer. We saw Fast X, the trailer, so you know what that means.
Now it's time for How Did This Get Made? We're gonna have a good time, celebrate some failure, not just be a hater, cause you know you wonder, how did this get made? Let's wallow in the mediocrity of subpar art. Perhaps we'll find the answer to the question, how did this get made?
Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to How Did This Get Made? This is a very special edition of How Did This Get Made? We are postponing our regularly scheduled episode because Jason and I just saw the Fast 10 trailer. That's right. We live watched it and we have recorded an episode. We didn't know how long it was going to be, but let me tell you right now, it was about an hour. Okay. We watched a 4-minute trailer and had an hour-long reaction to it. We're going to get into everything that we think, everything that we love, everything that we liked. Because guess what? We don't dislike any part of it. I'm here from Momoa. So what you're hearing right now is Jason and I getting together. We were actually live streaming. We did it as a one-time event. We just announced it right before we went live. We talked to some of the people in the chat, but it's our first reaction to seeing any footage from Fast 10. And after recording it, we're like, this is a full episode. So enjoy Fast 10, the reaction trailer. All right, here we are. Jason. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Boom. I cannot wait. We have not seen the Fast 10 trailer yet.
Zero. I've seen nothing.
I thought it came out last week, but those were just trailers for the series to get you primed for the trailer that came out this morning.
There's a part of me that, by the way, thrilled to be here with you, Paul. Thrilled to be here with the fans who are here. I'm told there are 25,000 people watching this with us.
This is one of the biggest worldwide events. Obviously, this is going to be a very special edition of How Did This Get Made? Kind of a last looks preview. You'll be able to listen to this full episode and check out Jason and I on Last Looks as we interview people and talk about the stuff we're into. But this is a special event, not unlike last night, where Vin Diesel literally last night hosted a premiere for the trailer and compared himself to Tolkien by saying that he understands why Tolkien stopped writing because mythologies are hard.
Wait, Tolkien or George R.R. Martin?
No, Tolkien.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. No, that's incredible. That's an incredible comp. Yes. Please, I said this to you over text. We need to protect Vin Diesel. He's too precious. He's too precious for us. We need to protect him. I'm worried.
He took that comment and he was, because, Vin Diesel's like a D&D guy. He loves all that sort of stuff. So he was very, very sincere. Like, yeah, that's what we are. We're doing Lord of the Rings with cars. And this movie, I mean, we talk about what we know, which is, I don't know much. I know
nothing. I know zero. Oh, no, that's not true. I know casting. I know people. I don't know plot. I mean, I do know who is in here.
I know casting. I also know two details. One, which is very public, which is Justin Lin started shooting this movie and then quit a couple weeks into it.
Okay.
That is,
wow.
Yeah. And so, and
that's
then
right.
Louis Leterrier, or Louis Leterrier.
Louis Leterrier. Yeah.
Took over. Now, last night, Louis Leterrier,
great action movie director, director of Taken, director of a number of other great action movies.
Great choice. Last night, he said on the red carpet that there was a moment where they said to him, you need to rewrite the entire third act, and you only have this airplane ride to do it. So he rewrote the entire third act of this movie on, I don't know how long the airplane ride was. I don't think it was like LA to San Francisco, but I think it was,
Can you imagine having that kind of pressure on a movie that is like, is going to cost $500 million? Like, how much with delays and effects? Like, this has got to be a $400 million movie, at least.
I believe the picture was losing like $200,000 a day when they were in between Justin Lin and getting the new director. So it was like nothing was even happening. It was just like money was just going out the door. So this is a two-parter though, right? Like Fast 10 is...
I wish we knew, and maybe there is, but I bet it'll never come out. Like a Hearts of Darkness style documentary about the making of the last Fast and Furious movies. Like that would make me so happy.
My stepsister had a book, and I always think about this book. It was a romance book, and if you read it like the right way, from left to right like that, it was the girl's story of falling in love with the boy. And if you flipped it around the other way, it was the boy's story of falling in love with the girl. And what I would like is a Fast 10 Vin Diesel's version of the story, and then a true oral history of what actually happened.
Yeah. Give it to me. Like and I hesitate to say it, but Vin Diesel was right. This is the fellowship that we need. This is the fellowship of the rings, the engine rings. Are there rings in a car? There's got to be the chat.
There's engine rings.
Some
right?
nerd in the chat who's going to know there's engine rings.
The engine ring sounds like a thing.
This is the mythology of our time. We need to.
Key rings.
These are the
People are talking about key rings. Yeah, so key rings.
Fine,
we definitely know they're key rings. I will say this too. It is the mythology of our time. This is a 4-minute long trailer.
Okay.
And from what I understand from the 4-minute long trailer, my friend, I don't know if I can say his name because he's in the business, but I want to quote him. He said, if you give at a minimum everyone that we see in the trailer 3 minutes of screen time, this movie is 7 hours long.
By the way, release the 7-hour cut.
Let's get...
Give me an hour of Letty. Give me an hour of Charlize. I don't even want 3 minutes. I want more. I want
Momoa. Jason Momoa.
Yes. Momoa. That's great. That's the t-shirt. Momoa.
Just so you know, I want to read off some cast. People are still piling in a big way. So before we start, we're going to be watching the trailer live with you. So we have not seen it. We're going to watch it live with you. I'm letting people pile in a little bit, but I'll say this. Rita Moreno.
How many people are here? 30,000?
30,000 people. I think we may have it's big. This is
incredible.
Rita Moreno, Charlize Theron, Helen Mirren, Alan Ritchson, Jason Momoa, Brie Larson, Michelle Rodriguez, Vin Diesel, Jordana Brewster, Michael Rooker, Scott Eastwood, Sung Kang,
Yondu. We've got Yondu in this movie. So you're telling me we've got Yondu and Groot in this movie? What?
Wait,
come on!
I like that. Wait, didn't Michael Rooker kill his dad, or is Michael Rooker his dad? I'm forgetting that plot point from the last movie. His dad was like murdered via tire iron after the race.
Yeah,
I think it might have been Michael Rooker.
Let me ask you this: when does this movie come out?
I believe May.
Okay. Are you willing to commit to a full series rewatch to prepare for this movie?
I think that's the only way to do it. And I accept that challenge. It's not even a challenge. I'm in. Let's do it.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Michael Rooker was his pit crew, a family friend. His dad died in a crash. Rooker was his buddy. Thank you. This is what we need the chat for. That's quick updates of where we've left off.
So like Rooker is his father figure. His surrogate father is going to play some sort of role like that, my assumption is?
I believe so. And some people are saying, was Rooker even in the last one? I thought he was. Scott Eastwood is back. Sung Kang is back. Tyrese is back. Cardi B is back. Cardi B with that weird cameo in the last movie where she worked for the FBI.
Yes.
She's back. Ludacris obviously is back. That's what we know. There is a rumor. I'm sure it's not going to be in this trailer that Gal Gadot is back as Giselle. All right, here's my pitch.
Or maybe it is in here, and
that's what I was going to say. My gut is everything is going to be on the table. It's a Vin Diesel movie. Yeah. A 4-minute long. This trailer is. I mean, he had a premiere for the trailer, which, by the way,
Which we were not invited to. I'm furious.
I don't know why. We are the biggest proponents.
It's as if they think, do they not realize that the majority of the box office is due to us and our fans going to see these movies?
I feel like if they're not, I mean, we should be getting 6 packs of Corona to our house on the reg.
Yes!
Oh, by the way, now Heineken, I guess they changed. Or
How?
Scott Eastwood drinks Heineken. And I think they split the marketing on that last one because Coronas were not in the last one.
Are Heineken and is that true? I didn't realize it. Are Heineken and Corona the same? I wonder, are they the same parent company?
Chat, get into the. We need to find out. I hope that Kurt Russell's in it. I don't know, but Kurt Russell seems like he's a great person to be in the mix.
Mr. Nobody. We need Mr. Nobody back in these movies. Absolutely. Our favorite, Kurt Russell, from 2 of our blank check episodes. We've talked exclusively about Kurt Russell.
So this is what we're going to do. We did this last time. We didn't do this as a live stream last time, but we did it. What we're going to do is Jason and I have the ability at any time to say stop and we can discuss, because we're not just going to play the trailer through. We'll stop at any point just to, it could be for a second, it could be for a couple minutes. We don't know. So we're going to go in and watch it. I feel like we have a great, wow, the audience keeps on building.
Look at all these fucking nerds. Look at them go.
I love it. Well, I'm glad we get to watch it all together. We get to watch it all together. This is great.
I couldn't be more excited to be here with you, Paul, and with all these fucking nerds.
I got so excited this morning because I knew we were going to record this either way. And then the reaction that I heard made me go, we have to go. We asked Adam Scott to join us. He was unfortunately working, but very bummed that he could not be here. I think he's working on Severance season 2.
Fool. What a
fool. Tell Ben Stiller you need 30 minutes off.
Tell him right now. Send him your on his
whatever he's
Instagram,
got.
Twitter. Tell him he's fucking blowing it. Family.
All right. So here we go. We'll get into it. All right. I'm going to hit play. All right. And let's see if this works. I think it will.
I know that this road has been very hard. And yet here you are, building this magnificent family.
I'm going to pause it for 1 second.
Yeah,
because I'm already...
Great. I'm in.
I don't know who she plays. I imagine she's the matriarch. I don't know if this is... I think his mom has passed away. We know that. Dom's mom has passed away. This is... I'm going to assume his grandma. Rita Moreno.
Really?
I'm assuming.
You think he's had a grandma this whole time and we've just not seen? I mean, I love, by the way... I mean, it's literally, she's positioned here like she's an angel. She's in all white. She's at the head of the table and she gets the voiceover. She is the voiceover.
A character that we don't know in the 10th film is leading the voiceover for the film. Now, what caught my eye.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, please. Go ahead.
What caught my eye was that she's also wearing the Toretto cross like Dom Toretto. She is fully... She's got a cross too. Like everybody's got a chunky piece of hardware on in this movie.
Do you think in Act 3 of this movie, Rita Moreno fights Dame Helen Mirren to the death? The matriarch of the Shaw family, like Rita Moreno versus Dame Helen Mirren, just like boom, boom, boom.
Queenie,
boom.
Queenie and Rita. And I'm also going to say, for those of you who will eventually be listening to this, she's dressed like Elvis. And by the way, looks great. Rita Moreno having amazing resurgence. She's always been great.
Rita Moreno, top of my hottest person in this movie now.
So far, everyone's at the table. I see a child here sitting next to Cypher, or no, that's Ramsey. I believe this is Ramsey right here. And I believe that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's okay. Again, the kids, I know that there was a kid that they had to rescue, and I think that might have been Ramsey's kid.
What if Rita Moreno was playing Giselle, who got shifted into a different timeline and got old, like old Captain America?
If Fast 10 becomes a multiverse and there's and all of a sudden you can have young Vin come in. Oh, I love all this. I love.
Oh, I see in the chat that somebody in the chat said that Rita is single now. Oh, wow. Okay,
Wow.
interesting.
Well, I think her character's single. This way to go, Rita.
Noted.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop so early. But the
please
crosses.
stop as early and often, please. Let's get
All right,
in.
here we go.
This road has been very hard. And yet here you are, building this magnificent family.
Can you stop?
Yes.
Can you stop? Okay. I love that Dom is wearing a mechanic's shirt with Toretto. I love it.
Gonna say
Get me that shirt. Somebody make us these shirts. Send them to us.
Please, because here's the thing. I just had that same thought. I'm like, is he still working as a mechanic? Is he still...
Nobody knows his name? Mustn't he now be so wanted that you shouldn't be identified? Shouldn't he be in hiding?
And also, they blew up his house in the last movie. So they've rebuilt the house. They're back here. You would think that they would maybe, look, I'm looking to the next door neighbor. It seems like they have a very adversarial relationship with the next door neighbor. The next door neighbor has a chain link fence up.
What? And look at the blue cooler. What is this set deck? What is going on here? Why these people are like, you know what? Those Torettos are bad news. We want to sit on our porch, but we don't want them to come and talk to us.
Because they actually do have a nice piece of yard furniture there, which is just like a nice wicker chair. They are out there. They're it's not an unused deck. But then you look to the other side and it looks like Americana, like the Toretto house looks beautiful shutters and everything is painted really nice. You would think that they would have a better, maybe this is the villain. The next door neighbor is the villain. Like, oh, that construction when that house blew up.
Holy shit. This is
in LA. People who don't know, this is in LA.
Those neighbors must hate them. Go ahead. Yeah.
I would hate them. All right. So always having their barbecues, never inviting us. All right, here we go.
What's going on in that head of yours?
Something little B said it. He said, Dad, you're not afraid of anything. But I am. I'm afraid of losing someone I love.
I will say this. Already off to a great start.
A slow smile from Vin. A slow smile.
And he does look like he's CGI'd there. It looks like he was...
Absolutely.
That was
absolutely.
What is why is he looking
digitally? That's giving me
digitally
big deep fake vibes.
Like, why is he CGI'd there's no stunt here besides showing love.
No, I think 90% of this movie is AI assisted.
I think
the chat bot made this. What is happening?
Also, I love that the premise that they've set up, the inciting incident is my kid is worried about there is no at this moment there's no threat. My threat is, what if there is a threat? That freaks me out. So does that mean he's gonna have to go kill everybody that he's ever worked for to assure that there's no threat?
Well, he's doing, in order to protect his son, truly, he has so many enemies that are true threats. The idea that he continues to stubbornly live in that house, brazenly eating in the backyard with he's
with a name tag on.
We should all currently log off and call Child Protective Services on Dom Toretto. This is shameful.
He is asking. I could find him. I'm sure he keeps the store open too. This is a guy. He can't go back to his normal life. We're only 20 seconds in. All right, here we go.
The only way this CGI backdrop makes any sense is if suddenly the city behind him erupts in a mushroom cloud.
I mean, look, I
hope that's what happens.
I'm not above aliens being in this movie. We've already been to space.
Oh,
20 seconds in.
I would love it if this was War of the Worlds 2.
All right, here we go.
Dominic Toretto, you're about to learn all about fear.
Yes!
Oh,
yes!
You live such a beautiful life, filled with love and family. I never got that chance.
Okay, we're back in Brazil. We're back in Brazil, baby.
I'm pausing this to say this. First of all, holy shit, Momoa in full effect. I love that they've switched voiceovers too.
Not only have they switched voiceovers, I love that Dom's introduction is sitting at the table, talking to his kid. Momoa, action, riding a motorcycle, hair in the wind, throwing explosives underneath trucks. This dude is already my favorite character in this movie. The only reason I'm angry is that they cast the wrong Jason M. Put me in this movie. Come on, give me a silver jacket.
Hey, by the way, I feel like he's giving me Johnny Depp vibes. I mean, the fact that everyone's kind of dressing like Elvis in this too. I don't know. It's like he is wearing a glitter jacket while committing some sort of a crime. I mean, cars are flipping over.
I love that he throws the thing under and just goes boom. That's like, fuck yeah, man. That's what we're doing here. Momoa already arrives and not only knows the movie he's in, he fucking is owning the movie he's in. He's just coming in and being like, yoink.
I don't mean to send any shade to Vin Diesel because, obviously he's the head of this pyramid, but he is bringing in people that are constantly going, we'll one up you. Like it's impossible. It's like whether it's John Cena, it's The Rock. This is the thing. The push pull of Vin is that he knows he's got to bring in the best. I mean, he said he wanted he wanted Denzel in this. All right. I'm rewinding it back.
You know what I want? I don't want Denzel in this. I want the Equalizer. I want Denzel in character as the character from the Equalizer.
Well, then
movies.
Can we get John Wick in there too? I mean, at this point, let's get it.
TikTok. Come on.
I
all I want is to say TikTok, Mr. Toretto. TikTok. Come on.
I didn't mean to pull it back this far, but I paused in the scene here, and it looks like Vin Diesel's in some sort of a room where every character from the movies are. That's Tyrese there. It looks like Tyrese is in an escape room.
Yeah, he's looking at monitors.
Hobbs is being, it looks like maybe if we're talking about characters coming in, maybe Jigsaw is coming in from the Saw movies. I mean, which would be great.
I really think these are important movies.
I agree. I mean, people forget that
maybe the most important movies of our time.
Look, Tom Cruise is getting a lot of attention for bringing back the movies with Top Gun. I would argue this brought it back first. Anyway, don't want to put pressure on it.
I wonder if do you think this makes more money than Top Gun Maverick?
No, only because Top Gun worked this weird angle where it was like your 60-year-old parent wanted to see Top Gun.
Okay, you're right.
I don't think the same thing is true for this. I think it should, and I think they would love it. But I think that there was some a dad movie element to it.
No, you're right. There's something special about that really captured everyone's attention. You're right.
Yeah,
okay,
and I mean, and by the way, these movies have all the energy and action. I would love to see it. I just think that's a hat trick.
I think you're probably right.
All right, so here we go.
Okay, let's go.
You're about
there
to
it is.
learn all about fear. Boom.
Yes.
You built
a second boom?
Life.
No, I just rewound it.
Love and family.
Oh.
I never got that chance. You stole that from me. My future.
Whoa! Wait a second.
Okay, wait a minute. Can you rewind a little bit? This just got choppy for me.
Okay.
I missed a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so basically, I'll rewind it back again. So basically,
I see that we cut back to Brazil and the bank vault heist, right?
So what happens is Rita Moreno passes the torch of narration over to Momoa. Momoa's like, I know you love family, and that's great, but guess what? You took that away from me. We go to Brazil, I think, to set up why is there, and then we get Paul Walker.
Flashback.
Paul Walker. I mean, I guess in flashback, but we are getting Paul Walker.
So Brazil is the setting of Fast and Furious 6.
The one with the safe.
With the vault, the car vault.
Right, when they pulled the safe through the streets.
Yeah, and which is, again, a practical stunt that is, we've said it before, there's an incredible making of video where they have that giant box attached to cars and they're driving through the streets with it.
It's amazing. Now, I will say this. I rewound it again so we can watch it. So if you see anything you're duplicating, it's only because we rewound it.
It's Fast 5,
it's
not
5.
6. I apologize, everybody. I apologize.
They seemingly...
everybody relax.
Yeah, we got it. Everyone gets it. They seemingly, another use of CGI, put Momoa in a scene that we've already seen. That last moment of him standing next to... Okay, so here, I'll rewind it back to the...
Okay.
So, okay, we're rewinding it here. Here we go.
Dominic Toretto.
Great.
You're
Yes.
about to learn all about fear. Oh, you built such a beautiful life, filled with love and family.
I never got that chance.
You stole that from me. My future,
Oh, I see.
my family. And now, I'm
Whoa.
gonna break yours.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa!
I'm
Yes.
in. Wait, so this is crazy.
Momoa!
I already want the Momoa spinoff. Can we get the Momoa spinoff?
Give me the Momoa verse.
Okay, so what we've just seen is that Momoa has been here the entire time plotting revenge. He was in that movie. He is in Cars that we've seen hit. We're having a flashback, an extended flashback. So it's not even just going into the other movie. It seems like it's extending the movie.
So it's
right.
it really is. It's giving new context and understanding to the villains of that movie and reframing it such that Momoa is the person who paid that price, lost that family, lost that money.
Which is the joke that we've been having forever, which is how many people died in Fast Five for them to steal that stupid safe.
Okay, now at the end of that, what we were just watching, Momoa appears to kill someone with a knife and then lick it. Incredible stuff, but my guy needs to get tested. That's some wild. I don't know if he knows. You can't just be stabbing random people and licking it. I mean, yes, it's terrifying.
Not in this day and age.
That's
Not
dicey.
post-COVID. Come on.
Come on.
All right, so here we go. I rewinded it a little bit. It looks like, if I'm guessing, and I think the chat is talking about this too, it looks like Vin Diesel killed his dad.
Who was the bad guy in Fast Five.
But it also seems like Jason Momoa was next to his dad the entire time in Fast Five. We just didn't see him.
Wow.
Which, fuck yeah, for retconning. Get it all in there. Like, this is not even retconning. This is like...
Well, that's not. You're just getting... Like, what it's great is they're so smart. They're just building out the world that we already know. They're saying,
Yes.
okay, remember this part? Just off screen was Jason Momoa.
He was just there.
Now, in the same way that they placed, for better or worse, Statham at the scene where theoretically Han is killed in Tokyo Drift,
Yes,
like
we're getting
recontextualizing a scene a beat we've already seen.
We were duped, but it's almost like, hey, we didn't like, it's almost like someone's like, they told you a great story, and it's like, oh, and yeah, I forgot to mention this is also happening there too. It's like, wait, you didn't mention this other thing. It's like, I couldn't get into it. We're layers. It's like George Santos. We're just more and more come out.
Yes, it's just like George Santos. Well put, Paul. This is the movie. This is the George Santos of movies.
Just more and more layers. More and more layers. All right, here we go.
And now,
Wait, can you pause for a second,
Yeah,
Paul?
hold on.
So, does this mean are we now to understand that Jason Momoa is a Brazilian character in this movie? Is he a Brazilian man?
Okay, all right. I mean, look, we don't know. We've always said we don't know what Dominic Toretto is. We don't know if he's Italian. We don't know if he's Spanish. We don't know. And of course, Vin Diesel made that movie Multifacial, where he could be anything. He could be literally like that. Was his own.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I mean, it's a great title for a movie. So Vin Diesel's first thing was a short film that he made called Multifacial.
Yes, that he went to Sundance with.
Yes, I am all ethnicities. I can be like it's a weird idea, but it's almost like an acting reel. It's like, I'm everything. I could be literally everything. And this continues the trend.
It's borne out. He's done it.
Yeah, he's done it all right. So I actually,
and it's called Vin Diesel's Multifacials.
It really was surprising. It got into it won an AVN award and an award at Sundance. All right, so here we go.
I'm gonna break yours. Piece by piece.
Whoa!
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, all right.
So, I mean, like, So that's some next level stuff. Momoa, it's not a silver jacket. It is a snakeskin jacket, I believe.
Which makes way more sense. Love it.
Incredible.
Snakeskin. Because
we get Momoa setting off some sort of dirty bomb or something in Brazil. And then he gives the Christ, just like we've seen the statue of Christ over the city. He is Christ. He's the Jesus Christ of these movies.
Okay, let me just bring one thing to conversation here, which is simply this. This sympathetic character is now a villain. This is a man whose father was brutally killed by our heroes. And we have to figure out how to make him a bad guy, because the truth is we want him to kill Vin. If we have any justice, it's like, oh, you killed my father. So Momoa has every reason to hunt down Vin Diesel, right? But we got to flip the script. I like that too.
I like it because, even though those bad guys, his father was a bad guy. Weren't they stealing the vault? Were they drug dealers, or were they? They
were drug dealers. Yes. So they were still, okay. So his dad could be a bad guy, but still,
he's a bad guy, avenging. But I still love it because here's the deal. The Torettos have to have made enemies. So we have to. Right. The people are coming to pay. They owe people. So let's do this.
Momoa is fucking the best.
This is incredible.
I also am wondering, when he first stabs that guy and licks the blood, I'm like, those don't seem like anybody in Dom's crew. That seems like they're going for a real tertiary connection. It's like, we're going to kill Scott Eastwood. And then we'll be like, oh, you can't kill Scott Eastwood. It's like, all right,
I love that. I would say we've watched 1 minute of this 4-minute trailer. And I'm going to say, a solid 45 seconds have been just Momoa. They know
he's got to be our villain.
Know this. Yeah, they know this movie. He just is popping from this movie.
I mean, I feel like I will say, as much as I've loved Idris Elba, and I know that's Hobbs and Shaw, doesn't really count, and as much as I love Jason Statham, I feel like this is going to rival Statham as far as everyone's upped it. The Rock was the villain because he was a good guy. Statham upped it, but this is he's doing ×2 on Statham now. I feel like he's embracing it because we don't. He has to have a bombastic character, a bombastic villain.
Statham is that kind of stoic, stone-faced. He's doing his Statham thing. Charlize's villain also smart, and everybody who's come in as a villain has, for the most part, been evil with malice, sharp, focused. Nobody is peacocking like Momoa is. This is incredible stuff. And that's what I'm saying.
Momoa. It's like I love Charlize. She's amazing in this, but she's cunning and smart. We need to have snakeskin, licking blood, saying boom. We need, because by the way, this is my issue, and I know we'll get into most people disagree with me, but what I loved about Hobbs and Shaw was it was fun. Fast Five was fun. And a lot of the times these movies can lose when Ludacris and Tyrese are not on screen. It can be overly serious. And I think that having a villain that ratchets it up, it makes it,
What I suspect is when you cut back to the villain's story, it's going to be a blast.
Yes.
Which you're gonna do often. So great, because rather than the kind of leaden, dour Toretto family story, we've got this poppy villain who, let's hope, just goes off and does incredible stuff in future movies. Give me that.
I'm gonna say something, and I'll just put it out there. There's an element to me, I don't know why I'm thinking this, where Momoa ties up Vin Diesel and kisses him on the mouth. I would buy that moment.
Yes,
I don't know. And I would kind of want that moment. I don't know if that, but I feel like it will, what I'm seeing so far,
make them kiss.
Make them kiss. And that's the cliffhanger.
That would be incredible if the movie ends with a kiss and the next movie begins with a kiss.
Oh, every kiss begins with X. All right, here we go.
By peace.
Oh, not in Rome, which may be my home.
It's Rome.
That's right.
He's coming for you with everything.
What's the plan, Dom?
All right.
Oh,
so
okay, Cena's back.
Cena's
okay, got
back
it.
and a good guy, it seems like. So Cena, because I guess they rehabilitated Cena from hating his brother. So now Cena's in the mix, ready to work.
Was Cena at the picnic table at the Toretto? He was not. Okay.
I have a feeling they probably were like, we got to get John out. They got to bust him out. I feel like he might have gone to jail. I can't remember. Does anyone remember the chat?
I don't remember. Yeah. We're going to have to. We haven't done our rewatch yet. Everybody.
The one thing I'll say is great jackets. Everyone in the Fast crew is always remembering their jacket, except for Vin. Vin doesn't wear the jackets. Got to show the guns.
I heard that one of the characters in the new movie, his entire wardrobe is just made up of Vin's discarded sleeves.
All right, here we go. Skinny fast.
I would like to play the sleeve man in the next film.
Oh, Mr. Sleeve. Yes.
Oh, hello. They call me the sleeve.
They also, by the way, we've already seen so many characters introduced. Rita Moreno, new character. Jason Momoa, new character. Brie Larson, new character, but has no setup, no introduction, just a person going like, "What's up, Dom?" Weird to, again, in the trailer, show her as if she also has been around, but we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
He's coming for you with everything.
What's the plan, Dom?
I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, wow.
One of us might not come back from this. But we have to fight.
Okay, let's stop there.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is one of us might not come back from this. And if we don't, we'll come back in the next movie. That's like
right.
the Letty, they've already lost and found everybody in this movie. Almost everybody in this movie has been dead for some, including Vin. Wasn't dead, but he was not in at least one of these movies.
He wasn't in Fast 2 or Fast 3. Oh, no, Fast 2 and 3. He was just in the end of Fast 3. I will say this. If this is a Christ tale, the resurrection is always around the corner. I mean, this is it. No character dies.
Yeah.
They only live. I like that we're getting John Cena back in the mix. Hopefully now that he's not feeling the weight of hating his brother, we can get some of that great John Cena comedy that we know he can do. He's great.
Peacemaker. If you haven't watched Peacemaker, people, do yourself a fucking favor.
So
it's fantastic. Fucking funny.
Is this the boy's bedroom? And if it is, I like the way it's decorated.
I feel really bad for this kid. I feel really bad for him. He's nervous at the beginning of the trailer, and then dudes with guns show up.
Into his bedroom. They're coming into his bedroom. All right, let's see what we got. Whoa.
Never accept
Whoa!
Okay. Last time John Cena ran through doorway arches with his head. This time he is able to throw a man through. What kind of force would that be?
To throw somebody through a solid wood flooring, that you would have to have it would have to be made of you would not be able to walk on that floor. That's I guess that house did blow up. Okay, so you're telling me that house blew up. They rebuilt it. Those wood floors, a human man can throw another, you would hit it's just impossible.
I mean, what I'm saying is make the villain that guy, because that guy is he's a superhero of some kind.
I would love it if they threw somebody into the Earth's crust, threw somebody just body slammed someone 10 feet into the ground. Just give us what we want.
This is, already this trailer, I'm going to go out and say this trailer is more exciting than most things I've seen.
This trailer just surpassed Plane as my favorite movie of the year.
And by the way, we're a minute and 36 seconds into it. I'm getting new things each time I see it. All right, so I rewound it a little bit, I think. I'll keep on rewinding this a little bit so we always can get to see. Okay, again, I'm looking at the son's room. I like that the son's got just a regular Allen wrench out, refuel here, little toy cars. It would be great if Dom's son was just into Star Wars, just not into cars at all. Dad, that's not my thing.
That would be very funny.
Yeah, all right, so here we go.
Never accept that. When suffering is owed.
What was that? Wait, what was that? Oh, whoa, what is that? Oh, it's like a statue or something?
No, it looks like a giant, Indiana Jones ball, but it looks like a bomb ball.
Yeah, it's some sort of ball that's being thrown through the city and causing a lot of damage. It really is like, I don't even care what it is. I love it.
Oh, people say it's like a sea mine. It's like a mine that you get out of the sea, or Death Starlet,
okay. like the one that washed up on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, I mean, this. I was gonna say, this is what they built in Andor. Is this what they were building in that prison on Andor? I will say that.
Go ahead.
I love the mentality of Jason Momoa. Is like, never accept death when suffering can be done. So I'm bastardizing the words, but that's the intent. Never accept death when suffering can be dealt.
I like also, I'm only just seeing it in that last shot that we showed of Momoa with the white shirt, his facial hair. He looks like he's like, can you rewind just a little bit? He looks like, if you showed me the frame of him in this white shirt here, that's right.
The facial hair is weird.
Right here, his face, he looks like he's like a conquistador. If you told me this is a still from a Three Musketeers movie that Jason Momoa is making, I'd be like, yeah, I'll watch the fuck out of that too.
I mean, by the way, I don't mean to say it in a bad way because I love Jason Momoa, but it looks like that beard is CGI too. I don't know what.
Yeah, I feel like is that a deep? Listen, if you want a hairy, bearded guy wearing a white shirt, whose name is Jason, you fucking blew it, movie.
I mean, this is what's going on here is like, and I feel like this is like a Henry Cavill thing where it's like, oh, he was shooting another movie, he had to come back for reshoots. We're gonna just CGI on that thing. And I like the woman behind him, who's like in a Miami Vice like pantsuit, like with the gun. I'm already into her.
Is it a gun or
she's got a gun trained on him. I'm in.
I'm all in on Momoa. I'm just saying, why not have more Moa and have me in there?
Look, my hair is here. I'm wearing the black shirt. I'm ready to be a bit Toretto. I live in LA.
We need to do a video where you're Dom and I'm Momoa.
Why don't we just actively just go around and make these movies?
Where we just go around and do scenes from these movies in the world.
Oh my God. All right. Here we go. All right. Well, we rounded it back a little bit more. I like that Momoa is wearing it's like a bull's head on his shirt. There was one thing I was going to say pay attention to, but I've forgotten it now. Here we go.
One of us might not come back from this. But we have to fight.
Oh, the cross.
Oof.
Never accept death when suffering is owed.
Okay, can you stop?
Yes.
I mean, this is like the game Mousetrap. Like the board game, the movies have become complicated Rube Goldberg machines. Essentially, the movies are just Rube Goldberg machines in cars.
I mean, this looks like something I would play. I play my son on Nintendo Switch in this game called Arms, and it looks like it's like you're dropping a bomb ball in the middle of an old city and just blowing up everything. It's like, and again, I'm just going to point out the obvious. Jason Momoa's father was killed by this crew because of reckless, wanton disregard for other people. His revenge is reckless disregard for everybody. Like in an attempt to get these 8 people, it looks like he's killing everyone in a city. Those people on a bus. Like Jason Momoa is now building his own Momoa.
Yeah. What's crazy is that the movie, yes, of course, the Toretto crew is all about family, both the literal family, but also the found family of their fellowship, right?
Right.
Including all of the people they've collected over time. What's wild is that Momoa also only cares about family, and the Shaws also only care about family. Every movie introduces new characters, but all of them are related to other characters. Momoa is the son of the guy from Fast Five. The last movie, Cena is his brother. Statham and what's his name are the Shaw brothers, and then they introduce Vanessa Kirby, right, as their sister.
Right. Well,
it's all family.
But what you're saying to me, which I think is so interesting, is like they are only coming up against people who also care about their family. Like in the entire world of anyone to betray, they are only finding people who truly only care about family. Do they have family? Oh, they do. Okay, we're out. We're out because we know that's going to come bite us in the ass.
We can't get involved.
5 more. All right. So let's see here. I think it's now picking up. We see obviously a ton of damage. Somebody pointed out in the chat that it looks like one of those balls that you hide dog food in. That the dog can knock it out. And it does, yeah.
A Kong or a Kong?
I've actually seen what they're describing. It is a very specific red ball that the dog's really got to like knock it out.
Yeah,
okay.
You put a treat in it. It's called a Kong, I think. I used to have one.
I will say this. Someone's saying, is there a big dog in this movie? If that is a dog toy and Jason Momoa unleashes a big giant dog.
Game over. Give me Clifford the Big Red Dog in this movie.
Rough. It's like bounding. Oh shit, we're gonna need a bigger doggy bag. Just jumping up. I'm ready for it. All right. And by the way, did Tyrese say let's roll on out of here? And then that ball is rolling down.
I missed that.
I think he might have.
That would be incredible.
All right.
What if Tyrese is inside that ball?
Help! This ball's gone crazy. All right, here we go.
It's a setup.
He's trying to tear us apart.
Our situation is fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Winning used to be about winning.
Wait, can you stop here?
Yeah.
Can we stop? Okay. Yes. Okay. So thank God. One of the things that I love about these movies that I'm so happy they maintain are these outdoor car racing parties that wherever they are, whatever country they're in, they seem to have immediate access to the coolest cars and the places to go to hang
and
with
I would
them.
also say it's kind of surprising to me that Vin Diesel is still choosing to participate in such an aggressively dangerous sport, which is unauthorized street racing, when he now has a child. We've been watching him for more than 15 years, or I guess in some version of that, do this. Like, you think at a certain point, he's like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. If it's chasing a bomb through a city to save someone's life, yeah, I'll get behind the wheel of a car. I'm not going to do the reckless street racing anymore, even though I want to.
And I love that. Yeah. But what I love is that they still have these. Okay. And maybe I'm just naive. Maybe I'm a fool, but they seem to be still going to events that are from 23 years ago. Like, does a street race now in 2023 still look like this? This looks like 2001, Fast and Furious race car.
I'm assuming this is in a different country.
This does not look like. This doesn't look. This looks like it looks old fashioned. Like, I want them to roll up in their muscle cars and have like a bunch of like Gen Z people be like, oh, we souped up electric cars. We don't even use NOS anymore. We don't use any of that shit. It's bad for the environment. I see somebody in the chat is shouting out Greta Thunberg. Like, put the greatest cameo in the movie.
And she
put
goes
Greta
like this,
Thunberg in these movies.
Dom, it's okay for you to race with gas. Only you. Like, she portrays her own point of view to tell the Torettos what you're doing is okay.
She flips the NOS flip. She's like, it's okay. Flip.
All right. Here we go.
Incredible.
Right,
We raced for respect. Today, I raced to stop the bloodbath.
That's the problem with having such a big family. How do you choose?
This is
they race.
This is how they decide whether or not one lives or dies. Like, all right, hey, let's just race for it.
Wow. I mean, yes. You know what? So smart. Because where are we in the, how many, are we at the end of the trailer
I think
here
we're
now?
about midway point.
Is this it? Because so smart to be like, introduce Momoa, huge scale and scope, Brazil, Rome, explosions, boom, motorcycle, boom. But now winnow it down, hone it down to the true sharpest point that is Fast and Furious, which is just dudes racing
and by
cars.
the way, let's just be honest and say that's what happened in the last movie when John Cena and him finally decided that they would race because that was the whole thing. Who's faster?
Incredible.
All right.
Incredible. Give it to me. I'm now noticing we have 160,000 people in the chat. This is incredible.
Let's go.
Stuff.
Here we are.
The ones you save.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that shot.
Let's race.
Fast Mad Max.
So Cena is in Mad Max? Holy shit.
What is
Holy
going
shit.
on?
Give me that movie.
This is it looks like the exact same desert. Wow.
That looks that's fucking awesome.
Do they bring back that guy who has the electric guitar? That guy who's on the front of the truck.
Oh yeah, please. I would love that. I would love that. Give me all of the I would kill if George Miller would come and make one of these movies. Bring it. Come on, guys.
George Miller could never work with Vin.
Charlize.
I believe that is probably like, imagine George Miller and him having like a creative. I feel like George Miller, like, I got it, and then Vin like, no. And I think it was like, you don't understand family. All right, here we go. Statham back.
Oh wait, I missed it. For some reason I missed that. Will you rewind and just play that one more time? Sorry. Wait, who's? Oh wait, I'm sorry, Paul. Who's in? Oh wait,
I rewound it.
Yeah, no, I know. But why is Dom racing? Yeah. He's in a car, but then he's outside the car saying, "Let's race."
I didn't see that. All right,
rewind that. This is Dom, right?
Family. How do you choose?
Dom is in the car.
Save?
I also want to know who's in the yellow car.
Let's race.
I have a feeling that was. I mean, it is bad editing, but also great editing. It's a bad edit to set up a race. So I have a feeling.
Vroom, vroom. Hold on. And I'm outside. And let's race.
How about if vroom, vroom. Call the race and I am in the race and I drop the flag in the race. So I have a feeling, that he does.
That's it. He's like, what if I put on a wig and a beard and a mustache and
Jason,
I'm Momoa?
I'm just realizing something. Look behind Vin.
What am I looking at?
Every single character has a gun out pointed at whoever he's. So this is not a fun. Okay, so this is not a fun party. This is basically Vin has an army of people, and they all have their guns out pointed at Momoa. Or assumingly.
Okay, so this is This is what I thought you were pointing out, right? Which is everybody behind him is a foot to a foot and a half shorter than him.
They go to the island of Lilliputians to shoot this.
He is towering above everybody.
My God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go.
Like, think about practically shooting this. You're coming up on Vin, right? Everybody behind, but this is a crazy shot right here. This is, I could talk about
we can
this
talk about
shot
height because
alone.
I also believe, check me, Jason Momoa is not also tall either.
I have no, you know what?
Anyone
I actually don't know anything. Somebody in the chat can tell us how many apple boxes.
We all know that Vin is 6'11". Momoa is 6'4", and how tall is? He's tall. Right, so
for real, Vin's. I feel like Vin's my height.
I saw him.
I feel like Vin's.
We never really talked about this, but June and I hosted the Fast 9 premiere with Charlize in the cast.
Right.
It was still in the middle of COVID, so it was a very. So Vin is 5'11". I know, which was honestly still one of the saddest moments in my life.
It was one of my greatest
to be on stage with him and talking to him about these movies. I wish we could release that. It was great. It was great. I also called Vin Dom.
You told me that. That's incredible
here
stuff.
We go.
Oh, I see Statham here.
You still know how to drive?
What do you think?
Wait a second. This is the moment that we've been waiting for.
So
that these two have united.
They've
made up.
What do you mean? Oh, that's what I'm. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I thought you were saying we were catching up with something. Yeah. I agree.
This man, Statham, kills Han, and we've been justice for Han.
Yeah. Oh no. That's what I was gonna ask. Did they reconcile in the last
because
movie?
we only have Shaw
happening here
in the post-credit scene of the last film, punching that punching bag. Then they reveal it to be a body in there. I believe that's the only time that we see Shaw in the last movie. So, everyone's like,
Okay.
justice for Han,
Okay.
justice for Han. But
Okay.
this is the moment. He's like, it looks like they've put aside that Shaw killed him.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. You know, like that's the thing is they always welcome. By the way, what's your guess, Paul, as to is The Rock gonna show up in one of these movies? Yeah, gotta be,
Absolutely
right?
not.
Gotta be. Oh, absolutely not.
I believe that from what I understand, that's been very publicly discussed. These two do not get along.
I see. Okay. You don't think that's a misdirect? No. Sorry. I believe they don't get along. That is true. I don't mean that is a misdirect.
I believe that The Rock is like, I will do more Hobbs and Shaw. I will do anything else. I will not work with Vin Diesel. Now, I will tell you one other thing that I can't get into it because it's a public forum. And I may have told you this privately. Vin, I think, did something that would forever fracture him to do it. So I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I don't.
So
you
I
didn't tell me.
that
so
that's why I believe that he. And it pains me to say that because I'm like,
that makes sense.
You want and there's a small part of me that says that The Rock goes, you know what? Fuck it. For the fans, I'll do it. Not for you, but for the fans. And so, yeah.
Yeah, that's. And it's and they don't share a scene. They don't share, you know what I mean? Like it is just so that he would be there. You know? I don't know, but but I didn't know there was
there's a little story that I heard. Again, I think a lot of this stuff is primarily public, but I won't get into it. But I'll tell you this much. I like that they don't even hang it over your head that these two characters are going to get along. They just do. And they're racing together.
Oh yeah, and I love that the trailer is like, "Don't worry, they're friends now."
And I think that what they're trying to say to us also is like, "Hey, Shaw was also Cena was trying to get revenge for family. We understand it, right? So when we go, Statham was trying to get revenge for family, so we get it. So what I'm saying is, Momoa might become a good guy by the time this trailer's over."
I believe you. I believe you. It's sealed with a kiss.
Oh, I would love
Make them kiss.
It's showtime.
Here we go.
Again, don't know who Brie Larson is. Have not given her any even attempt at explanation. All we know is that she's wearing a leather coat.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that she might be, okay, I know nothing about this movie at all. Like nothing.
Yep.
Kurt Russell's son is Scott Eastwood, little nobody. I have a feeling that.
Wait, that's his son? Maybe I didn't realize they were father and son. Okay, got it.
Or they are working together, right? I have a feeling Momoa kills Kurt Russell and Scott Eastwood, and then Brie Larson is either the sister or daughter of Kurt Russell or Scott Eastwood, and she's coming in for family because she's dressed like the more FBI types of people.
Yeah, I agree with you that she does seem like she's coming from like law enforcement or some sort of agency or something, and she's trying to help. You know, what does she say? He's coming for you or whatever, that she's trying to help in some way. I like the idea that she would take over that if we are losing. Wait, do we know if Kurt Russell is in it? I'm sorry. Did you say already?
We don't know. I know nothing yet.
Maybe she takes over that role. I could see that, like the kind of spy, shady kind of spycraft person, governmental organization. I'm into that. I don't know. I would like that.
People in the chat are hypothesizing that she's the never mentioned sister of Brian. So like Brian did have a sister this entire time.
And I could see them doing that because they never mentioned John Cena's brother of Vin. And Vin talks about family constantly.
Yeah. So, I mean, who knows? All right. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Game recognizes game.
I'll just say that now that we see that Letty has said game recognized game, she can't be Brian's sister because I would imagine that.
Yeah. They would know each other.
They would have been at one picnic together.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh! Child endangerment.
Yes.
Got that kid in the car.
Yes. So now we know that the kids are in the mix. So Momoa's got Vin Diesel's son, and it's a car chase. Momoa, the third jacket of the movie. Momoa's got his. I mean. his jacket game is on point. I got to say that I read somewhere $7 million just in jackets.
I mean, everybody here is in a great looking jacket, varsity jackets, snakeskin jackets.
They spent so much money on sleeves just to rip them off.
I'm Jess. I'm the jacket man. They come to me. I go, tell me a character. I can give you a great jacket. Jackets are really how everybody comes to their character. All right.
Oh my God. What if Momoa killed his son?
I mean,
well, that would be crazy.
He would kill him, and then in Fast and Furious 15, the son would come back and be like, Dad, I was never dead. Now I'm 20 and I'm pissed.
Oh, I would love it if there was just a car being driven by sleeves.
You cut me off. You've been cutting me off for so many years. Now all the sleeves of revenge.
Like, I want like a 2-minute scene at the beginning where it's not Dom working on a car. It's Dom meticulously ripping the sleeves off of a shirt. Just right. Oh my God. Somebody's saying here that the wardrobe department, think about this. For every item someone wears in a movie, there needs to be duplicates of that item.
That's the thing that people don't duplicates. Because if it gets bloody, if it gets sweaty, whatever, yeah.
There are wardrobe assistants for these movies who must spend days just cutting off perfectly and consistently all the sleeves from all of Dominic Toretto's wardrobe. All the duplicates, the dupes, all of it.
It's a pile of sleeves, and Vince signs them and gives them to sick kids. I'm sorry, I couldn't do Make-A-Wish, but here's a sleeve.
I think you should sleeve.
Hey, cancer, sleeve. And all these kids get better.
I think it's time for you to sleeve.
By the way, people are also saying if we want to go the multidimensional world, Brie Larson is Paul Walker's daughter from an alternate universe who then comes back to help Fast and Furious because in her timeline something is messed up.
I would love it. if we could fucking Cyberdyne Industries this. I would like it if we could
need a robot. We
need a fucking robot.
I guess technically Idris Elba is part robot, but all right, let's see what we got here.
Coming for you, son.
Let's ride.
Whoa.
You will never be able to break my family.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
What we just saw here was a helicopter on two sides of Dom's car shot like grappling hooks to pick up his car mid-chase.
Yes.
Into the sky.
Oh.
Wow.
I love it.
You see the timeline on the bottom of the trailer. Do we get to see Giselle? Is there one more big reveal here? Because we've seen every character that we've talked about so far.
I don't think so. I don't. Okay. I bet no. I mean, I think I 100% think she's in this movie, but I don't think. When does this come out? I'm sorry.
May.
I don't think they blow that yet.
I think they're going to blow it. I think it's going to be the final shot of the trailer.
I would love it if they flash back. I want a flashback, right? Where it's young Dom Toretto. We've seen young Dom Toretto before. It's young Dom Toretto. He's in his car. He's racing. He gets in a wreck. He almost can't escape a fiery death because his long sleeve shirt gets caught on the door of the car. And so he has to rip it off in order to escape. And from then on, he thinks, no, sleeves are what almost killed me. So
I'll never wear sleeves again.
My greatest enemy is sleeves.
Sleeves.
Sleeves. Sleeves. Sleeves tried to kill my family. Sleeves
killed my dad. That's how his dad died. His dad was wearing a long sleeve shirt in that race, and he attributes it to that.
Sleeves did 9/11. It was sleeves that did 9/11.
It was an inside sleeve.
It was a French cuff. It was a French cuff that got the towers.
If you don't wear sleeves, you don't get COVID. I will say this: 25 seconds left. People are like, "Well, talk about the physics." Who cares about the physics? We know that this don't make no sense. A car just dropped out of an airplane, and I mean, the weight of this movie, the weight is such a crazy thing. All right, here we go. Whoa!
You gotta be kidding me.
Wait!
Whoa.
Oh, wait,
Whoa.
are they gonna do a face-off?
That looks like they're in some sort of face-off facility.
Oh, please let them face swap, please.
Wait, what the fuck is that? That's like, if you gave me a layout of shots, I would say this one's not in the movie. This is positively sci-fi, like a hospital for rejuvenation. I don't know what is going. I mean, if they do Face Off, if this is an independent Face Off movie, like they've just taken, whoa.
Well, if they face off these two so that Charlize can go undercover with the family and get them from within, I'm in. I mean, yes.
Oh my God. This is the laboratory where they surgically remove Vin's sleeves.
And this is interesting too, because we never, maybe, and correct me if I'm wrong, the movies are so street level. Yeah. We never are inside a high-tech lab like this.
That's what I'm saying. If you gave me every like a bunch of screen grabs, I'm like, that's not from this movie. That's from like a weird Michael Bay movie that, this is science does not play a part in the Fast and Furious world. That's one thing I know for sure. We're never seeing people in white lab coats. Here we see two. All right, here we go.
Good morning, sunshine. You gotta be kidding me.
Wow.
The end. Wait, what did it say? The end of the road
begins.
Okay, got it. Great.
I guess that's how they ended. Okay, so no Giselle. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ooh, wait, all right, so it says at 2:18. Is that Gal Gadot at 2:18? I'll pull it up here and see
yeah, go ahead.
I'm just see if we
the answer is no. The answer is no.
They wouldn't do that.
If Gal Gadot was in this, she would be foregrounded the same way that Charlize was.
I totally agree.
The same way that Han was in the last movie when they reintroduced that he was coming back. Again, Giselle is dead. If she comes back, it's gonna be like
just to refresh our memory, she was blown up in a plane.
At the end of 5, she fell out of a blowing up plane on the runway.
I mean, people say so was Han,
I
think the reason why we believe Han, like we never saw Han bleeding out. We just saw the shot.
Yeah.
And by the way, that was also in addition to 2. I mean, there's so much. We have to get on our schedule, Jason, to figure out how we should, because this is 9 movies that we have to rewatch, or technically 10 if we want to put Hobbs and Shaw on there, to like lay out because we have to make sure there's enough time for us to get through all of them.
Well, I've just canceled everything for the next month.
I mean, this is it. I'm ready for it. All right. Well, Jason, this has been so much fun to do with you.
Cow.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to that moment by moment breakdown of the Fast 10 trailer. I got to say, I am so psyched. I've now seen the Super Bowl commercial and there's more. I now have a belief that Brie Larson might be the woman in the blue pantsuit because in the Super Bowl trailer, Dom is carrying her, and then I feel like they start to work together. I'm not sure, but all I know is he drives down the side of a fucking dam. Right down the side of a dam. And if you ask Vin Diesel about that, he will tell you that it probably is realistic. And that's why I love this entire franchise. They believe in it, and I believe in them. So thank you for joining us. I know there are things that you want to say about this trailer, and we're going to give you a chance, but you just have to wait a little bit of time because next week we're going into our actual scheduled episode of How Did This Get Made? That is the Jim Carrey movie, The Number 23. And boy, oh boy, guess what? It comes out on the 23rd. Coincidence, numbers, pull it all together. Anyway, and then after that, we'll be doing a joint last looks that combines all your thoughts about Fast 10 and the number 23. It's a numerological episode. As always, you can find all of our merch at tpublic.com. And let's talk about this amazing staff that we have here. I'm talking about the amazing producerial work of Scott Sani, Molly Reynolds, and our movie-picking producer, Avril Halley, our engineer, Alex Gonzalez, and our publisher, July Diaz. People, they make the trains run, and we love them. So we will see you next week, and until then, bye for now.